7, Deadwing, Life versus Dream. The winner of this one final map will join Maru in the grand finals of the Neighbors Starleague. I'm Wolf, casting today with the very handsome Moonglade. Let's go into the final game, the final set of our second semis.
And up here, one last time, in the top right, it is the Zerg player, KT Life.
There he is. There's a spawning location at the top. We are cross-spawned. Looking composed as ever. And now down here, the bottom left, in blue, his opponent, surprising a lot of people in this tournament. Surprising me like crazy in that last game, being able to survive. It's Dream.
It all came down to this, and man.
They're so stressed out, they're holding each other's hands like, oh!
Oh man, I would be doing the same if I was in the audience. Absolutely insane here. And we're actually seeing a drone scout very early on from Life. Scared of a proxy.
Leaving nothing to chance.
Oh my god. Well, cross map. No, I think these are the best positions we could have asked for the final game.
Yeah.
We get to see that big, juicy macro game.
That is what we're going to see.
And we're going to see a CC first.
CC first, Hatch first. Everything you'd expect. This is insane, Moonglade.
I've never been so worn out after a game 6 of a tournament, man. Like, I can't believe it.
It's just so. This is the kind of these are the days that I live for. Actually, Moonglade. These are the casting days I live for. These are like the days that like I go home and I say, I'm glad I'm commentating StarCraft. This is the game I'm commentating. These are the players I'm commentating. You know, I've been watching Life play since the very first times they ever played for Xenex. Dream, a player who I actually, took care of in America because he couldn't speak English. I translated for him and rode a plane with this guy. Had a little bit of chats with him. Started going to the MLG when he was very young, very talented. And we're starting to see, like you were talking about earlier, you get on the right team, you have the right practice partners, the right training regiment, you can just suddenly explode out of nowhere.
That's right, man. That's what it's all about here.
All right.
And here we go with the final game. Double hatch before pool.
Yes.
We went for the drone scout. He saw it was going to be CC first. He knew he had that window of opportunity, that time window, where there will be no Hellions on the map, no Reapers coming his way, so he will be as greedy as possible. But this time, he is also getting a very fast extractor, so he's going to have speedlings on the map a lot quicker than normal. Not a lot quicker than any of the other 6 games where he did, or any of the other games that he went for the hatch first, or double hatch first.
Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling the nerves right now. It doesn't even matter to me who wins or who loses, but the finality of this. Like when you ever go to a game 7 like this, it just feels like it's all in this one moment. You cannot make any mistakes. This is not the game where you can accidentally lose 16 drones. This is not the game where you can accidentally lose your Mulus or accidentally run your Hellions into Spine Crawlers and Queens and lose those. Fly your Banshee into a Spore Crawler. This is not that moment. You can leave nothing to chance anymore.
No, this is the one perfect game. You got to make it all count this game. You cannot slip up. You got to be sure of what you're going to do, and you know what? I think this is where Life comes out strong more than any other, because he will still do a Baneling bust if he has to. He'll still go all in. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if it's game 1 or game 7.
Champions are like that.
Yeah, he is the champion, man. He is the guy that's won more champions than most. He is completely comfortable with this kind of decision making, and he knows exactly what Dream is going to do again, because Dream has done this for 7 games now.
Yep, and he's going to check it. He's going to verify it. Sees it. And can just turn around.
Now, I think we are going to see something from Life here. I think we are going to see something very aggressive, because he's still mining with 2 drones in the gas.
Yep, he's building that up pretty high.
Done. Yeah, he's essentially just droning up his 3 bases, and from here, I think he will look for an opportunity. going to look for his way in.
Lings into that watchtower. Hellion split up across the map. We are going to see that starport land. We can start that first Banshee. And they're going to find the Lings, clear them up. Spine already at the ready. Pretty tough to, if you're going to commit with Hellions to try to harass them on this map, you really have to know you're committed. Because there's only one way in or out of these 3 bases. Tough to commit. No cloak on the Banshee just yet. I don't think we're going to see it. Stim comes down instead.
Yeah, just a faster Stim sort of follow-up here. Yeah, avoiding the click. I like this, you know, because he hasn't really found much work with it in the past. Life is very comfortable against this, so go for the pressure with it. You know, delay the creep as much as you can. Find picks, but don't commit too much, and instead transition into the powerful part of your build, which is going to be the bio mines, and enjoy that greedy macro game and that potential parade push.
Yeah. Well, so he did see that the Overlord was checking for his cloak. He didn't fake it, though. So the Overlord still knows, like, 100% this is no cloak. In fact, there's going to be a Viking that's going to confirm without a doubt that there is, in fact, no cloak whatsoever on the way.
These Hellions going to be looking for something here.
It's so difficult to commit up that secondary ramp.
Yeah, especially if he sees these speedlings, he just knows there's no way up. 2 queens in position, no Spore Crawler.
But he saw no cloak, and he felt comfortable that he didn't need it.
Yeah, that's actually brave. And instead, Life going to be going for that very quick 4th base. 9-minute 4th base. Fully saturated on 3 bases already. This is as greedy as you can get, and it is the complete correct choice against the build that he's been up against for 7 games now.
Especially cross spawns on this map.
Especially cross spawns. Especially when you can defend so easily on 4 bases on this map.
Just wants to go ahead and break those rocks down, I guess, pretty soon here. Help get ready for that defense. His creep spread is already pushed pretty far because Hellions didn't stick too close to the queens. They weren't able to get much done.
Yeah, well, you know, creep spread on this map is one of the most important things as well. You have to get it out there because it is such a big map, and there is such a big gap behind your 3rd base on the high ground that there can be some pretty brutal pushes behind there once mines, drops are in place, you know. A Thor even, like, it is so hard to engage on that you want creep spread out there ASAP.
Good link coverage this whole game by Dream, by the way. He's constantly been hunting them. He wants to limit Life's information. He cleared up all the Overlords with his Vikings. He sent Hellions across the map to make sure Lynx can't scout. You know, for all Life knows, Dream could be going mech here. You know, he has not been able to see the E-base. He's not been able to see much bio. And, I mean, he's just keeping him totally without any sort of information. And Life is spreading his creeps so well right now.
Yeah, well, he's definitely been given the room to do so as well. The Hellions aren't sticking around at all there. He doesn't want to lose them, it seems. Instead, it looks actually Dream is going to be going for a double Medivac drop. Maybe just safely bringing him towards the middle here so he can start getting rid of this creep. Life has sufficient Banelings and Zerglings out in the map that he can deal with them if they decide to step foot anywhere near him.
Easily. With Baneling speed about to finish as well, this should be no challenge to deflect. Dream needs to be really careful.
Life has been so greedy that he is fully saturated on 4 bases nearly.
And he's getting away with it for now. Even the Mutalisks are about to pop out and be ready to help shut down these drops.
Well, you know what? I think he has gotten away with it now. Like, there is simply nothing left for Dream to do unless Life is completely out of position.
Like this drop, again, like you said, Banelings are ready.
Yeah, everything is ready.
He's ready.
Everything is ready. Mutas are going to be out. They're going to deal with this double drop. Lings and Banes are coming into the main base as well.
Needs to be careful with these Mutalisks, though. Ends up losing one there. And this is drawing the army away for him to clear a little bit of creep. So he's trying to get some momentum here. Trying to take some of that back from Life. There's the scan.
Life's going to jump on this, I think. He's gathered up.
Ooh, this is tense. A lot of Widow Mines of this army as well. 6 in total.
Still not going to be enough, though. If this Ling Bane jumps on him, they get a nice little round off. And those Banelings should be able to clean everything up. Ooh, nearly.
Ooh, good control here by Dream. Could have been disastrous there. But he has to leave.
He has to get out of here now.
He can't make this happen anymore.
Life has cleaned up everything. He cleaned up that drop completely. He nearly cleaned up everything that was clearing the creep. Another big contingency of marine mines coming across the map. But there's still pretty decent creep spread for Life. He still can get a great engagement.
I feel like right now Dream just needs to continue to poke this creep but never overextend. Get his 4th base in 3-3.
Life is looking for that overextension. He's looking for that wipe on the Terran army so he can counterattack into that new 4th, into the 3rd base. Ooh. Bad hit
Could
there.
have been worse, but yeah, not ideal.
Life's getting ready to do this. He's splitting up.
He wants to collapse, like you were saying. Good splits here for Dream. It's like Dream wants to fight him. Life's ahead in upgrades for a second here, too. I don't think it's going to come into play. Just said it because who knows? Life could jump in at any moment. Well, the Dream stays too long.
He's probably looking for it. Wouldn't mind. Might find a big hit. Nope.
Oh, good split there. 2 Widowmines do burrow here. Their hits are pretty good.
Not too bad. Banelings are catching up. They're finally caught up. It should be more than enough to wipe out what's here. Dream's going to have to go back.
Good splitting. He needs to pull his medevacs back here. Life is getting too much damage done. He needs to get the medevacs out of here.
Yeah,
that's expensive.
Cannot afford to reset the medevac count. And Life might actually be able to do that. There's not really many Marines on the ground.
A ton more Banelings coming up. A good Widowmine shot on those Mutalisks.
This is the momentum Life needs.
Does get a second good shot on those Lings. This 4th base is absolutely going to have to lift. He may even be able to kill it. I don't know how those 2 Widowmines got there. Probably versus via a drop. Good position on these Marauders, though.
The Marauders are actually ridiculous. Still, it's not going to be enough. I think Life is just streaming on in.
He streams in through here. Now, this bunker does still have a few Marines in it. He's got a few more Widowmines back to maybe hold on, maybe survive here. I think he's going to hold on a little bit longer. Life is streaming some units across the map, though. These Marauders have done so much tanking, done so much work.
The Mutants, they're all getting wiped out. There's one thing that Life cannot afford to lose. He needs to use them to get rid of these Medivacs.
So many more Lings streaming through here. Even SCV is coming to join into the fight right now. Life is pushed back for now. The 4th base does survive. Life lets out a sigh. You can see there in that camera shot. Oh, this Widowmine. Okay, he finds it. That was possibly a big concern. This one probably just going to hit 2. Oh, it's not active yet either. Never mind.
3-3 on the way now for Dream. And Dream is sitting in a pretty good position. He's got enough Medivacs. He's got a pretty decent buyer army. Life is running out of steam again, I think.
Yeah, and he just doesn't... Basically, Dream just doesn't want to get caught out. If he doesn't get caught out, he will eventually get his 3-3. He will eventually be able to secure this 4th base. And then what does Life do? He doesn't have a hive. He doesn't have any transition point on the way just yet. No, that was a huge shot.
I think Life needs to transition. I think that's his next step. I think it looks like he's going to stick on Mutiling Bane for now, getting +2 actually air attack. He wants to keep this army going. He's kind of replenished his Mutalisk count at this point, but he's fighting against a 4-base Terran that's going to have 3-3. Eventually, it's just not going to be enough, and now we see that Infestation pick go down.
Yeah, he needs it. He really needs it. Okay, turret will get sniped here. There's not a whole lot of anti-air. He gets a second turret as well, and this is a decent amount of damage. He kills a few mules. Kills a few Marines even. Kills another turret. Sensor tower up just a few seconds too late. Let's see if these Widowmines get damage done, because we've seen already this can be disastrous versus Life. He's lost a lot of units to this before.
Well, there's no detection, that's for sure. This could do a lot of damage.
He has no idea it's coming. Good pulls. Good pulls.
Is it still going to be enough? Drilling claws, man.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Okay, 8 drones still pretty good.
Pretty good, but not nearly what he wanted.
Just a little bit of harass, just to keep Life on his toes here in this late game now that we're approaching here. 60 Marines on the map. 3-3, just a hair's breadth away from finishing.
If he can start sniping these mines, if he sees them in time, he won't though. Mutas are going to be out of position once we do see Dream come across the map.
He's just going to try to avoid the army and try to get the Terran army to turn around.
This is kind of a scary thought, because he's not going to have enough Mutas to really do that much damage when Marines start reinforcing. Drop onto the 4th base.
Oh yeah, and
the
Life is streaming down very little by little here. Not with the most of his army. He's losing a lot of Lings for free. He's committing with the Mutalisks.
It's not good at all. 3-3 has finished at this point. 3 armors like seconds away, and there it is. And now Dream is stimming on in, and there's not enough Banelings.
There's not very many at all. In fact, there's 4 Banelings on the map, and this 3-3 army is going to crush just pure Ling. Even drones off the line here trying to fight. A few Banelings now finally joining into the mix. But look at the mini-map. Look at that stream of units coming to reinforce. They're actually going to deal with the Mutalisks first. A lot of SCVs have gone down, but he's got mules, and 31 drones just died.
31 drones just died. The composition and upgrade advantage is huge. He might actually be fought off at this point. It's hard to say. Really great Marine position, actually.
I think this is going to end the game potentially here. Moonglade, he's dropped too low in supply. He's got no answer here. Very few Marines left, so he might be able to pick these Marauders off at least, and maybe pick off some of those medevacs as well before these reinforcements arrive.
Maybe, but I mean, the supply lead is in Dream's favor at this point. Everything is in Dream's favor. The economy, the upgrades, the army composition. There's not much left for Life at this point.
Widowmine hit's not the best here, though. Life is fighting tooth and nail to try to survive. He's trying to hang in there. He doesn't have any detection. He's warping that Overseer right on top of these Widow Mines.
Oh, was this an overcommittal?
Almost. I feel like maybe so, man.
Oh, so many Widow Mines left there.
He wants to pick those off. He wants to try to snipe those. But here come the Marines at the front. Actually fighting pretty well. Nice moves there by Life. He evens up the supply. And he's actually going to catch this Thor as well. What a close game we were watching here, Moonlane.
This
Life
is ridiculous.
survives.
Another ridiculous game going on here.
No burrow on that Widow Mine. It goes down for free as well. And now he's going to catch a few more of those reinforcements. 5, 6 more Mutalisks on the way to help reinforce the Mutalisk count. They have +2.
They have +2. These Widow Mines still remain near the Zerg base, which can be a problem. Mutas might get hit on the way out. Oh, so close.
So close. But yet so far as the Overseer does morph, needs to just micro carefully. He sees them. He knows they're there.
He knows they're there. Man.
Oh, does he know they're there?
Oh.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Takes a big hit.
Does he have a hive? Did he get a hive?
He's got a hive. He hasn't got 3-3 on the way yet, though. He needs to consider this.
He just has to invest in it if he wants to get it, because every time he considers doing that, he's like, well, if I don't make banelings, he might just kill me. But this is the first time in a long time that Dream has to sit back and pull up his units. I think this is the time he needs to actually get his 3-3. He doesn't need to make banelings right now. This is his chance to get that 3-3 out.
Yeah, I think so. I think he needs it if he wants to prolong this game. The next engagement could be the last, because the cost efficiency of Dream is just simply too much. The splitting of Dream and these mines are just doing way too much damage. We're going to see Life go towards the 5th base, or the potential 5th.
Oh, he's going to catch some of these SCVs.
Pay attention, Life. You're attacking 2 different angles here.
Okay, trying to catch this orbital. Dream is going for the counterattack. He's got a ton of units here.
That is not enough for Life. That is not enough for Life currently. That is too many Marines, too many mines, and they're in too much of a good position.
And all he's going to get is an orbital for it, which isn't going to be that significant.
Oh, the Widow Mine hit. Cleaned up 5 banelings.
He takes a huge Widow Mine hit here too. Reinforcements are coming back to try to defend this. This is a 3-3 bio force, and this can eventually push us back, especially with Thor's. Life is starting to fall apart here. He's starting to lose all traction in this game.
Down 40 supply now. He's going to try and start trading with Marines again with these Zerglings, but it's simply too cost inefficient. He's losing an entire mining base at this point. It's going down slowly but truly to 4 Marines on the top of the cliff.
Yep. Warded those Mutalisks again away here. Mutalisks do over here catch a drop. Another small victory, but this hatch goes down.
Hatch goes down, and I think Life may just be out of steam completely.
I think he's out of steam.
There's not much left he can do as we see more bio move across the map. More mines already in such a powerful position.
He's trying to find an opening, and in fact, Dream walks back. He sends his main army back. His Mutalisks aren't going to last forever, though. 17 Mutalisks on the map. Turn Dream around for a second. Dream's like, okay, you know what? You don't have enough. You're trying to buy time. You're trying to buy time, and I'm not going to let you.
Oh, what is he doing with these mines? What has he got planned? He's going to be dropping on top of the drones once again. He's going to give Life an opportunity to jump on top of the bio.
And that's what he goes for here. But again, those Mirage at the front tank so much. Decent Marine splitting here, but Life. No, not with the reinforcements. There's too many reinforcements.
There's way too much, and now half the drones got wiped out. 13 down at the one of the 2 remaining bases. Both so undersaturated, though.
He's so low on drones. Now down to 33 Harvesters left. Only 6 Banes on the way. It's all he can afford. The Mutalisks finally turn around. They finally come back to fight. The Thor hits here are decent, and he kills another base. Now those Marines just need to come and fight and finish the Mutalisks off. He's down to 66 supply, and Moonglade, I think this game may be at its end.
I think it finally might be, Wolf. Only Mutalisks are left at this point. All the drones have gone. 27 have gone. There's no more mining for Life. Life scratching his head. You know he is frustrated.
529 links died this game. GG! Dream is going to be your second Starleague finalist. He will fight Maru in a Terran versus Terran. It has been decided, but you know what? Very well deserved.
Very well deserved. What a ridiculous best of 7 we just saw. It went the distance, and game number 7 was probably one of the best games we saw of the series.
Oh boy, that was a crazy best of 7.
It doesn't get better than that, Wolf.
What a run for Dream. What a run. His very first Korean finals. An insane run.
Life is not going to be happy tonight, man, and he's got to do it all again tomorrow against Innovation and GSL. I can't believe it, dude.
Oh, boy. He could have rested easily had he been able to take this win today. Say, okay, 1 down, 1 to go. But I feel like this might ride on him going into not only his GSL performance tomorrow, but also in IEM when he has to go to Poland.
He's got a lot of ZVT ahead of him. So, yeah, not the best. Not the best sort of start for his couple of weeks here, but man, what a series. StarCraft doesn't get better than that.
No, it does not, man. That was amazing. It's, like I said, nights like tonight that make me love my job and just love this game. StarCraft is amazing.